Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I have got another design using this week's Nail Team Glitters of the Week, the Spring Flakes. Again in this video I've also thrown in a few of those butterflies from last week, so if you'd like to see how I've created this one, please keep watching. So I'm working on ebony today, and I've applied my tips and I've cut and shaped them to a nice almond shape. I am using Gems Crystal Clear because I always do, and I'm going to add a little touch of Rosabella, my favourite cover pink. For colour I have got the beautiful Blair. I love this blue, it's one of my favourites. And then the glitter of the week, the spring flakes, I am using May, the beautiful blue flakes with a little bit of pink and purple iridescent to them. And then last week's glitters of the week, which I missed out on because I was away and not very well, the spring butterflies, Blue Love. I love this butterfly mix. Getting started with the design, on the index finger I'm going to do a full nail of Blair. I absolutely love Blair. She applies like a dream, so pigmented you could just paint it on, and I know, I say this about all of them, but honestly Blair is beautiful. She is absolutely one of my favourite blues. So I'm just painting this on the entire nail, just going back where I did have a few little patchy bits. That was my fault, not the acrylic's fault. And just keeping it nice and thin because I'm going to add glitter, as always. Plus this is about the glitters of the week, so it would be a bit weird if I didn't add glitter. And then I'm going to do the same on the pinky. So starting at the cuticle and just painting it down. And I'm just going in, adding a little touch more. You can see how super thin this is. And I did do a thin clear base, but I did that like off camera before I started. Just touch more to neaten up the cuticle because I wasn't happy, and you know me, I am a perfectionist in my head. Now I have picked up a very tiny amount of those little flakes and I'm doing a bit of a swoosh across the middle of the nail. It's a bit more than across the middle, but I'm just sort of patting those in. I picked up a teeny tiny bead of wet acrylic and then into the flakes and dotted them on. And I will do the same on the pinky, but on the middle and the ring finger I'm going to apply these flakes just at the tip. So I've picked them up with the clear acrylic and then I'm just patting them on the nail, feathering them back just sort of slightly where that base nail free edge is, patting them down nice and thin, and then I'm going to let that set in place and do the flakes on the pinky. So as I said in the previous video, I'm using last week's glitter of the week as well in this video, though they are not glitter of the week this week and they are not on offer because I had my nail team weekend away and I was really struggling with pain. I didn't get to do any videos designs with them, so I thought they paired really nicely with these flakes, so I would do a 2 for 1 this week. Now I am going into those beautiful butterflies and I'm just applying them on top of those flakes. Now these butterfly mixes are not just butterflies, they've got some fine glitters in the mix as well, and some have some other shapes. I've just tried to pick out the butterflies from this mix, and the colours in this mix go really beautifully with May. So yeah, I was trying not to pick out the other glitters for those two nails, and on these two I'm going in with a little bit more just over top of those flakes. Then I felt it was too much, so I took some away and just used them on the other nail, and just wanted to have a few butterflies just on the nail, not fully covering the flakes, just sort of adding to them. So now I'm just being really pedantic about the placement, but once I was happy and those had set in place, I'm going to go in with Rosabella just at the cuticle, should I say, on these middle nails, and then I'm just going to feather that down ever so slightly over top of those glitters, just so they're then poking out at the cuticle. You know, I've done this sort of, I call it a reverse ombre, where the glitter is underneath, not on top. I don't know what you'd call it, but that works for me. Gonna do the same on the ring finger, and then that is this design done. It's a super simple design, but I just loved how it turned out. So I now need to encapsulate all of these nails in clear acrylic, make sure I have got the apex, all the structure, the glitters are fully encapsulated, and then I will file them to shape back to that cute little almond, refine the surface, and then we are ready to finish these little beauties off. So we're all freshly filed. I'm going to give them a good clean. I actually took these hands to the sink and gave them a good clean this time, because I did do some filing with my e-file and they were covered in dust, but just giving them a good wipe over, get rid of any little bits of dust and fluff that might be left. And now I'm going to use a couple of the Gems Preciosa mixes. This is Ariel and Amelia. Ariel is a beautiful blue Preciosa mix, and Amelia has got some opals, some pinks and some purples, and I thought the two just tied in with the colours from the flakes and the butterflies and Blair. So I'm just doing at the cuticle on the middle two fingers, and I'm going to do them on a little bit of a jaunty angle. I hadn't said jaunty in a while. I'm doing them towards the side. So I've started with an opal as my middle crystal at the side of the cuticle, just as it starts to come round, and then I'm just going across the cuticle to sort of that opposite side, and then just down a little way, and then I'm going to mirror it on the other nail, and I'm just sort of mixing between the blues and the purples and the pinks in those mixes, and yeah, I never really have huge ideas when I'm doing crystals like this with the colour order. I just, whatever I pick up first. And now I'm just going, as I said, I'm going to do it in the mirror image. So I'm going to start with that opal in the middle, and then I'm going to just follow the same colour pattern as before. And I'm just using some glue and my crystal pickup tool. So I'm just going to finish applying these crystals, just teeny tiny little dabs of glue. I find if you do too much glue, then the crystals lose their shine and they look horrible, so you just need the teeniest, tiniest dab of glue. And then once they're all in place, we're going to bring in Miss Tina Top to work her magic. So I'm just finishing off these crystals now. What you don't see is me searching around in the crystal pots, trying to find the colour I want, checking the nail I'd already done, see what colour comes next. There's a lot to it when you're doing a matching crystal design. But now we are ready to top coat these nails. You want to make sure the glue is fully set and dry before you top coat, otherwise it goes all weird. And once they are fully dry, we are going to top coat. So Miss Tina is in the building and she is now working her magic, waking this design back up, showing you the iridescent, the shimmer, the glitter, the butterflies, the everything. And once these are fully top coated, I'm going to pop in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds, and my Blair blue butterfly design is done. And here they are, all fully cured and finished. I think this design just screams spring. I absolutely love it. I love these sort of colours together, sort of the pastel purples, lilacs, pinks and the blues. I absolutely love this design. There's no more words I can say about it. I loved it and I really hope you guys do too. But that's it. There's not much more I can say about this design, so I'm not going to. Don't forget, as always, I'll pop all the product links in the description box. It is all from the nail team, and you can use my discount code Helen5 for 5% off all full priced products. The glitters of the week, which are the spring flakes in this video, are on sale this week. They are, I think, £7.50 for the 5 glitters, as opposed to £15, I think. So you're saving, you've got a half price saving on those. But once they go back to full price next week, you can use Helen5 for a little discount still. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I would love to know what you think of this design. And I really hope you guys love it as much as I do. If you are new to my channel, or you've just not done it yet, please click subscribe, because I'd love to have you join me here on my channel. I do appreciate every single one of my subscribers. But that really is it from me today. I will be back with another video, well, tomorrow actually. So until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Mwah.